There's a good chance that I'm Just Ken is pretty high on my Spotify Wrapped at the end of this year. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm giving you my review of Barbie, the new Greta Gerwig film that has tons of buzz going around online. Before I dive into my thoughts, though, be sure to hit the like button, comment down below your predictions for this film, your expectations, your thoughts if you've already seen it. Subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out my Patreon link down below. Any support goes a long way over there. But without further ado, let's just dive right in. This movie has been hyped up for a while now. It is funny because Barbenheimer has become this thing online where you've got Barbie and Oppenheimer coming out in the same weekend, and I'm actually going to be doing a double feature of those movies on Saturday with some friends. Very excited for that, but when it comes down to Barbie, I want to talk about the things that work for me first. Notably, the comedy. This movie is funny as hell, and the entire audience that I saw it with was cracking up consistently. The performances across the board are amazing, and Ryan Gosling in particular is the standout here. He's got so many moments as Ken, whether he's breaking out into song and dance or just being Ryan Gosling, like the meme that we see online. He almost embodies that in this movie, and I couldn't help but laugh out loud multiple times due to Ryan Gosling just committing to this role as Ken. But the same can be said for Margot Robbie, her character Barbie. She is fantastic in this lead role, and even she has some one-liners that really got me laughing as she sort of discovers the real world, which is another point that I want to highlight in this film. It's a very simple plot to start. In fact, it reminds me a lot of Elf, this fish out of water story where Barbie and Ken go out into the real world and they experience firsthand what it's like to live in America, but also their innocence is sort of lost in a way. Everything in Barbie land is sunshine and rainbows, and they have no worries in the world. They have their role in society. They wake up every day, and it's almost like being a bee or a factory worker. It's boom, 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 same thing every day. We're all happy-go-lucky. Barbie starts to question this, and that's kind of the catalyst for this movie, if you will. So I enjoyed the setup here, and the first, I'd say, act of the movie really was invested. I was fascinated with the idea of, Ken and Barbie going out in the real world, and Ken becoming fascinated with masculine culture and society, while Barbie is sort of seeing, men are running the world right now. So it had a lot of commentary on gender roles in society today, and I appreciate it for that. It had a very strong message to deliver. At a certain point in the movie, however, it got a little bit repetitive. Like, to the point of beating the audience over the head with the main message of the film. Like, it was doing so well to start, and then it just became very on the nose by the time the third act rolled around, and that turned me away just a little bit. I was like, man, this was super clever to start, and now it's just looking you right in the camera and telling you, hey, this is the message of this movie, in case you didn't know. And it felt a little off to me when they started to do that, but then I sit back and realize this movie's blending together a lot of different genres. I think first and foremost, it really does focus on that comedy, but at the same time, it's like this coming-of-age drama where Barbie is sort of discovering the true meaning of life. So it goes really, really deep at times while still having this comedic presence. And the blending or mixing of these like genres and tones could be a little off-putting. Now, I can confidently say this is a movie that delivers a strong message to women. And I myself, as a man, fully understand that women will resonate stronger with this film. I enjoyed it, and I think it's a message that needs to be heard by a lot of people, but it will resonate on a more emotional, deeper level with women. I saw the movie with my girlfriend, and you guys can check out my out of theater reaction linked up above. She's a little higher on the movie than I am, and it even moved her to tears and all that, and it expresses pretty beautifully like this journey of womanhood, something I will never be able to relate to, something I will never understand, and that is okay because this movie's target audience for the majority is women. This is one of the better casts we've seen in recent years. I already mentioned Ryan Gosling, who I wouldn't be mad if he got nominated for an Oscar. He was hilarious here and just fully committed. Same with Margot. She's incredible as always, but it's a really star-studded cast across the board. You've got Cera as Alan, who just has some perfect comedic timing in the most random moments in the film. It just had me busting out in laughter because I was thinking back to the Superbad days. You've got Issa Rae in this film, Simu Liu, Will Ferrell playing the CEO of Mattel. Kate McKinnon even plays like the weird Barbie in the movie, as they call her. So it's a star-studded cast all around. There's a lot of references to iconic films, whether that be The Matrix, 2001: A Space Odyssey. The list goes on, and you can tell that there was so much care put into the movie from Greta Gerwig. I adore Lady Bird and Little Women. They're two fantastic movies, and she definitely has her directorial style that shines through here. There's there's a voice behind the camera, and it shines through on the screen when you watch the film. The movie clocks in at about 2 hours, and I'd say it's pretty well paced, but there is a moment in the film where it kind of lost steam for me, and I was just wondering, what's the end game of this movie now? And it sort of just turned into this mellow movie for a bit, so it was weird tonally. The comedy works really well for me, and then you get into sort of the melodrama angst of the movie, and that's when it's weighed down a little bit. Now, the movie is unapologetically wacky, from the production design to making these little nods to Barbie, whether that be no water coming out of the shower, or no drink in a cup. These added to sort of the strange nature of Barbie Land and made it a believable world, really, so I was immersed in Barbie Land for sure. And I'm honestly impressed with the ability of a film to transition from this fake playset world into the real world, while not only having some home run laughs mixed in, but also displaying a lot of deeper themes about the true meaning of being a woman, and essentially one's meaning in the world. Like, pondering the existence of humanity is brought up a lot in this film, and it really had me thinking for a minute there. I was like, huh. This is a lot deeper than I expected a Barbie movie to actually be. So while I do think this movie has a lot going on in terms of mixing genres and tones, which can be a little off-putting, and I think the messaging can get a little beating a dead horse near the end of the film, I still enjoyed my time with this one. The performances alone are enough to go see this in theaters. Ryan Gosling's absolutely hilarious as Ken. Margot Robbie can do no wrong, and she proves that yet again here. And although I didn't outright adore this movie like I really wanted to, I still think it's a really solid watch. So I can't say that I loved Barbie, but overall there's enjoyment to be had, and it's a lot deeper of a movie than you might actually expect. But those are just my quick thoughts on Barbie. Let me know in the comments down below your expectations for this film. Are you going to see it? Are you not? What are your thoughts on the movie if you have seen it? I will be watching again this weekend, so I could have some updated thoughts. But where I stand right now, I'm overall positive on the film. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to help me reach my goal of 85,000 subscribers here on the channel. And check out my Patreon, link down below. Any support goes a long way. You get the Discord server, extra videos, early access to videos, all that good stuff. With that being said, I just wanted to leave you with these 3 words. I'm just Ken.